Hey, what is up, guys? I'm Max Collste, and as you can hear, this video is not in German. This is unusual for this channel. I know because I've never done this before here, but I thought about this for a really long time. If I want to do this on this channel for at least one video. Not sure if I want to do this forever, to be honest, but I mean, I can just try it out and see what happens. How my viewers gonna react in the comment section. And yeah, all right. For this video, first of all, it has to be an Orcust video. I'm gonna present you another version of Orcust, which I actually tested for the Extravaganza for last weekend's main event. In the end, I decided to play Drop Orcust because I've entered 2 Venom mats with this version, and I've unfortunately lost both first rounds. And then afterwards, as I said before, I just said, fuck off, I'm gonna play traps. The trap version, which I've developed for a while with Dragoon and other stuff. This is a little bit different. This is basically another version of this trap deck, but with less traps. Because instead of 3 torrential tributes, which we are playing in the trap version, we are actually playing striker cards. Yes, we are actually playing Striker Orcust in 2021. This is so cool because I have a lot of good memories I cannot speak. I have a lot of good memories with Striker Orcust because this is also my favorite Orcust version of all time. Strikers, I mean, actuating engage, drawing cards, set Widow Anchor, just savage your opponent by using Sharkan and Widow Anchors, go for game. This was so cool, and I really wanted to revive this, and it actually worked. It actually works. That's also really impressive. I thought this won't work, but this deck is actually decent. I think this I think this is a viable option to play in a big event. To be honest, I think it's a solid pick if you want to play Orcust. I mean, in general, I think playing control Orcust is so much better than Trap. So much better than Trap. So much better than Combo. I'm sorry. Currently, I'm really tired right now. Just want to do the deck profile. Yeah, but no. The sad thing about this is like not a lot of people are aware of this, about this control version of this deck, and most of the people are just playing Rosenick's Golem whatsoever 7 million bricks in the main deck, which I really don't like. And I think playing a control approach of the deck is so much better and the most competitive way to play Orcust. Alright, let's go into the deck profile. I think everyone's excited for this. 3 gears, so card's incredible. I mean, this card is called Orcust. It's insane. So basically in this deck, you don't really use the token effect. You only use the token effect if you really have to, but otherwise you just try to avoid it because you don't want to play into Nibiru. The token effect plays into Nibiru, which is really sad. And basically you just end on Galatia Crescendo Pass, or even Babel with the gears on the field pass, or even Babel, if you have Babel, or already drew the Babel, you can also send your gears on the field for return and draw 2, which is also really nice. And gears is definitely the best normal summon in the entire deck, and also searchable with Crescendo. Then we have 1 Armor Knights and 1 Greffer. These are our 5 normal summons in the deck. In 40 cards, I think is the best number. 5 normal summons in 40. Then we have, this is kind of controversial, I think, only 1 Nightmare, 2 Skeletons, 1 Best Bombard, and 1 Word Wand. The reason why I only play 1 Nightmare is this card actually sucks. In hand, you don't want to draw this, you just want to have this in the deck, and that's pretty much it. And if you draw this, you can just send Bombard and special summon it from hand. But to be honest, every time if I draw the Nightmare in my hand, I really wish this could be another card in hand, to be honest. Also, I'm also playing 1 Nightmare in my trap version right now. I think 1 is fine. The reason why I played 2 Skeletons but not 2 Nightmares, I mean, yes, Nightmare is utility. You can just send whatever piece you want, but Skeleton is even better in hand than Nightmare in most of the cases, because you can actually because in this deck you can, if you do anchor one of your opponent's monsters, then normal summon Skeleton, and then you have access into Galatia, which is so much better than having Widow Anchor and then you cannot do something with Nightmare, except normal summon whatever, make Phoenix discard this, and then this gets Ash, and then you're done. You know. And even worst case, you can normal summon skeleton, crash this into a monster, and then when faced you banish this, revive your gears and play from there on. This is also really nice. Bombard is nice, especially summon your opponent, not your opponent, especially summon the Orcust monster from your hand. This is also nice, especially if you draw the Nightmare. And only one World One. I don't think playing a second World One is necessary. It's only necessary if you're playing the scrap version with the lip combo. Then it's I think necessary to play a second World One, but in this control version, there's no need to play a second World One. And also, I don't think you need to play 3 Nightmares, except you're playing a lot of cards which discards, like for example Droplets, Chaos Space, Torn Scales, stuff like this. Then it's fine to play 3, or even Allures. Then it's fine to play 3. But to be honest, this is really a card you don't want to draw, and I think playing 1 is fine. I've tested it and I had no issues with that. Then we have the one Gizmek. You have to be really careful with Gizmek when you're gonna activate this. I never use this blind. I usually use this during mid game and late game, because these are the times where you know that your resources are already out from your deck, and you can just use this easily without worrying about your resources. And then 3 Ash Blossoms, best hand job right now. And no, not okay. Best hand job might be not the perfect way to describe this, but I would say a really good hand job, definitely. The most versatile one, and also there are a lot of good cards you can hit with the Ash Blossom, like for example Shadow Fusion, Welder Fusion, these servants, Alistair, definitely a really good hand job, in my opinion, and especially in this deck. Yeah, that's pretty much it with our monsters. We do not play Dragoon package. I don't think playing Dragoon is good in this build, because I mean, if you play Dragoon, you always end on an encounter with the Dragoon in the main monster zone, and this means that your striker spells are dead. And this is something which I wanted to avoid. That's the reason why I cut out the Dragoon on this deck. But otherwise, I will play this. I will play Dragoon, especially because I'm playing Dragoon in my trap build, because Dragoon really fits in the trap build. But in this build, I don't think it's good to play this. Play the Dragoon here. For spells, we have Welder, of course, to search either Armor Knight or Welder. Either Armor Knight or Greffa. I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. One Foolish. Actually, best extender. It's so funny. Most of the most of the players are ashing the Gears, and then you just use Foolish to still send. It's fun. It's nice. And one good. First of all, it's another spell for your striker spells. Also, you can send Crescendo with this, and then Crescendo adds your Gears. So this is also kind of a starter, but you can also use this to send a spell, to have 3 spells in grave for your striker spells, which is nice. And then we have 3 Droplets. Shoutouts to Ranko and Christoph for borrowing these. Triple Droplets, triple Widow Anchor, double Shark Cannon. These are our only striker cards we are actually playing. We just use these as interrupts, and that's pretty much it. And to Cosmic Cycles. Just imagine these are actually traps. You can set them going first as traps, which is also nice. And you can also use them going second to break your opponent's board. This is something which I really like. The versatility to use them going first and second, and especially those striker spells are really broken mid and late game, especially because you're gonna have 3 spells in graveyard, that's for sure. These are really nice. Nobody expects striker cards in this deck, especially Widow Anchor is insane. It's really cool. Nobody's expecting this, and you can easily OTK your opponent with this. And also, this card also outs a Zeus really easily if you have nothing on the field. Just use this, negate the Zeus, take it to your side, attack with Zeus, make your own Zeus. It's funny. And also with Shark Cannon, there are a lot of cool injections you can do in this deck. For example, you can special summon your opponent's Brotar if they want to use Brotar in the graveyard, and then you can even search. Phantasma if you want. If you're playing Phantasma, or even search another Orcust monster. This is cool. You can also special summon Alistair from the opponent's graveyard if they are using invocation. That's also cool. And also you can banish a lot with this. Like even Shark Cannon is nice. I actually thought about playing Eagle Booster, but I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. And Cyclone is nice. I like Cyclones, to be honest. It's worth to play main it. Then we have 3 Prosperity. Card is insane. I can really recommend playing this in this build. Helps in terms of consistency, and you can also easily banish 6 in this deck. If you cannot afford Prosperity, you can also play Allure of Darkness instead. Allure is nice because you can fill up your grave with spells, and if you're playing Allure, I really recommend playing a second Nightmare, even though I don't like two Nightmares, or even 3 if you want. I actually tested Allure at 2 or 3 Nightmares on this build. But up to use Prosperity because I think playing Prosperity is much more consistent than Allure. Yeah, Prosperity is nice. On return, obviously, because we are playing Prosperity. If you're playing Allure instead of Prosperity, which is also fine, I think playing Allure is nice, the Allure version, or even and playing Prosperity is also nice. I think both ways are good. If you're playing Allure and not Pot, you can actually play a second return. That's fine. On Babel, obviously, I still think Babel is a good card. A lot of people who are playing controllers, and especially Orcust players, they don't like Babel, which I don't understand, to be honest. I think Babel is too cracked. And then we have Free Crescendo. Free Crescendos are insane. There are a lot of scenarios where you actually need the third Crescendo, and we are also abusing Crescendo as a really strong follow-up. Also, don't forget that Gesso also sends Orcust spell traps, and not only monsters, because Gesso sends Orcust cards. In some cases, if your graveyard is already viewed, you can just send a Crescendo and add extra pressure to your opponent. That your opponent has to kill you or get ahead of you, I would say, or even get rid of your resources. But and if they are not able to do this, you just kill them, or out-resource them, or like outgrind them, I would say. This card is really incredible. Not only a negate, but also a really strong follow-up to search one of your Orcust monsters. I mean, searching Gears with this is just broken during your opponent's turn. And also, this is the strongest card you can discard for what's it called, Droplet. It's also really cool in this deck. Going second, you can just droplet one of your opponent's monsters, and then discard this, and then this searches Gears, and then just normal time Gears and go make your combo. Also really cool. And also sending this is really strong against Ice Strings, because you can just try and play around it with this. It's really cool. Then we have Triple Strike, Card's Insane, and Double Ice Strings Prison. You have to be a little bit careful about Ice Strings Prison, because of the Orcust monsters. You don't want to lock into the dark, and then you're not able to use this. You have to be really careful about this. Timing has to be perfect, I would say. For the extra deck, we have Triple Gala. You have to play 3 in this deck. Odon Girsu, not only a really good target to banish for Prosperity, but also nice in the grand game to shuffle 2 back, and also a really good out against Dragoon. Then we have Triple Dingirsu. You can cut the 1 Dingirsu, to be honest, but I had no idea which 15 card I could play. I just decided to play 3rd Dingirsu. In some cases, a 3rd Dingirsu comes up, actually. That's also nice. And I mean, this card just sends on target. This is insane, and also protects your back row. This is super easy to make in this deck. Either using Widow Anchor, or you can also summon Gesso, send Nightmare or Skeleton, whatever you want. It has to be Nightmare or Skeleton. I'm sorry. Then use the token effects. Turn a token into Liquidable, make Gala, make Dingirsu, send whatever you want. Battle phase crash into the token, and then main phase to make Zeus. Kill your opponent's board, and then you can end on a Galatia with Crescendo, and Galatia points to Zeus, which is also really cool. In my trap build, I I just clip my opponent's board with Zeus and I made Dragoon, which is also really cracked. One equilibrium because of our token. Barricade blocker. This card is nice, especially if you're locked into Dark Machines with Crescendo. Also, something really important to notice is if your Crescendo gets ashed, you are still locked in Dark Machines. If the activation of Crescendo to Surge gets negated, then you're not locked. But if it gets ashed, because ash negates the effect, you're still locked. Just keep that in mind. Ballsword. This card is really strong in this build, especially. I think playing Ballsword is so much better in this version instead of Access Talker because of Widow Anchor. You can just make this as a 4th summon or whatever. Just play around Nibiru and then battle phase, use your Widow Anchors to your opponent's monsters and go for game. It's really nice. And then we have 1/0 boss, card is nice. Unicorn because we can summon this with Masquerena. The one Phoenix and Best Bay Masquerena, of course. And then for the side deck, we do play triple Lockbirds, triple Lancia, and triple Nibiru, 9 Handshapes. I think it's fine. I thought about playing Phantasma's, but I'm really satisfied with this lineup. Before this deck profile, I was actually playing Torrential Tribute instead of Nibiru, but I think Nibiru is better in this version. And also, if you have Baba on the field, you can use Nib and then chaining to Nightmare, Nightmare Resource and Skeleton, and then Nibiru Resource, which tributes everything and Nibiru stays in hand, which is also really, really strong. Being able to just tribute everything and this card stays in hand, this is just extra pressure for your opponent because your opponent knows that you have Nibiru. Then we have Triple Twin. This card's nice because you can also dump spells from your hand for your striker spells and also dump your Orcust monsters in your hand, which you don't want to see in your hand, of course. And we have Triple Dark Welder more against combo. I mean, Ruler plus gives us just game going second. It's incredible. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the deck profile. I hope you guys really enjoyed this deck profile. Tricox in 2021. I have a lot of fun playing this, and this is definitely a version which I would consider playing at the Extravaganza in 2.5 weeks. Not sure about that, but yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. See ya. Peace.